Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Alex Latorre and Mark Mason's Initial Shock. What is up, beautiful people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look around the channel at my past reviews. Now, if you are new here, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time today. I really do appreciate it, so thanks for being here, because you didn't have to click on my face, but I'm glad you did, and hopefully you get something out of this video. Now, if you aren't new and you do want to help support the channel, then I would love it if you did. Check out TylerLunsford.com. There I have merchandise, free worldwide shipping on all merchandise, and you can check out my Patreon. There I have some cool benefits as well that you can get. I love all the support that you guys give me. Even if you can't afford it, I totally get that. Just comment down below and let me know how you like the videos or how I can improve them, or you can even ask a question about this video. It does not matter to me. I would absolutely love feedback, or I would love to answer questions for you. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here, and hopefully you'll stick around to the end of the video, and let's get into a magic review right now. One more thing before this video does get started, I do want to say this product was sent to me by Abstract Effects to be reviewed, but they actually don't sell this product on their website. They're not a full retailer of magic, which means they only sell their own stuff, so you know that you're truly getting an unbiased review right now when you watch this video, because they don't even sell this product. They're helping me out with the channel, helping me buy some more magic so that way I can do these reviews for you guys and put out more reviews for you guys. So thanks so much to Abstract Effects for helping me out, and hopefully you get something out of this video as well. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. First off, you need to know what actually is Initial Shock. Well, with Initial Shock, you'll be having a card selected by the spectator and initialed on the face on both ends. The rest of the deck is then returned to the card box, and the signed card is slid about halfway out. There is no switch done during this moment, and the card sticking out is truly their initial card. You then put your own initials on the card box, which then, in the blink of an eye, impossibly jump from the card box to the back of their signed card. This card is immediately removed and handed to them to keep. Everything is fully examinable, no switches, palms, or steals. Use a regular non-gimmick card box and it resets instantly and can be repeated right away with a different card every time. Initial Shock is a super memorable effect that every table hopping or close-up magician will want in their set. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase Initial Shock. We'll be getting the gimmick itself that is fully made, so you don't have to do any construction there, and you get a tutorial video that's about 15 minutes long online that you can watch, and Mark Mason will teach you how to make the gimmick customized to yourself and write your own initials on it, and he'll talk you through how to actually perform the effect. Let's talk about ad copy honesty. Is it accurate? Yes, it is pretty much accurate. It says everything is fully examinable, no switches, palms, or steals. That's kind of a little iffy because you do have to do a little bit of palming or stealing or something to switch something out, because there is a gimmick involved, and obviously if you hand the deck out, you don't want your spectators to find it, so you have to do a move to get that taken care of, but besides that, the ad copy is honest. Now that you know what Initial Shock is, and you know what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is it to perform? It's not that difficult to perform. You'll be performing this in no time, probably 30-40 minutes. Just practice it a little bit, understand how the gimmick works, but the gimmick pretty much does most of the work for you, and that's why it doesn't take much practice. Another thing is there's practically no slides, and I will talk about the setup real quick. Is there any initial setup or anything like that? The initial setup is making sure that you write your initials on your gimmick, and doing that right the first time, because you only get one chance. You're using a permanent marker, a Sharpie, you're writing your initials on this gimmick, and the gimmick comes ready to go out of the pack. So you don't have to worry about, making a gimmick, but you have to worry about getting it right the first time and writing your initials. So practice it, write your initials on like some paper or something, so that way you don't mess up on the actual gimmick, but it shouldn't be that difficult to do. How are the angles for Initial Shock? For this effect, you do need to keep your audience in front of you. The angles are about 180 degrees. Are there any negatives to performing Initial Shock? Yes, there are a couple. One is that you can't have everything examined immediately right away. Not that big of a deal. You can make it examinable by the end of it, but immediately, no, it's not just one small move. But their card itself, yes, you can immediately hand that out, hand it to them while they're checking out their card. Then you handle the business of, taking out the thing that you need to. Then you can hand them the box and the deck if they would like it. Another small negative is the angles, but a lot of magic tricks are restricted to angles of 180, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But then my main criticism of this is that it's overpriced. $40 for this gimmick. I understand it comes ready-made, and you're getting it right out of the box, and all you have to do is write your initials on it. And the gimmick's very clever. It's really cool. I love gimmick magic. If you follow the channel, I talk about how much I love gimmicks in at least once every video. But I do love the gimmick. It's really creative, but I feel like it's overpriced. It's $40 and it should be cheaper than that. What are the positives about Initial Shock? Well, I love that this is something that you get to do and your spectators will remember it because they get to keep a souvenir. I love those tricks. Now, another thing I like is the visual of it. Actually seeing the signature, your initials jump from the box to the card is really cool, and it does look really visual, and I'm a fan of that as well. I also love that the box, you can have that examined, you can have the deck examined, and you can have their card examined, and they can even keep it. I do like all those things about it, and it is a really cool trick. What should this retail as? Well, this currently retails as $40 US, and is that a fair price? I think that's a little overpriced. I think it should be more like $30 to $35 just for the gimmick that you get. I understand someone made this, and I appreciate that, but for $40, and this is the effect that you can do with it, which is really cool, really visual, I just feel like it's a bit overpriced. So I think it should be more like $30, $35. What would I give this out of 10? I'm going to give this an 8.9 out of 10. The reason it's getting that score is because I just don't feel like it deserves to be in the 9s. I think it deserves to be in the 8s because the price, it's overpriced, and your angles, which aren't really that big of an issue, but they're 180, and then examinability isn't that big of an issue either, but you should be, aware of it. Another thing is this will come in red rider back design, just so you know. I don't think there's options to purchase a different type of design, so maybe you don't want to work with that, but if you don't, then you're kind of out of luck because that's what it comes in. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. And if you feel that initial shock is for you, then the link for it is in the description down below. Also in the description is a link to my Instagram page. There you can follow me on Instagram at TarLensOrMagic. There I post all sorts of behind the scenes, Q&As, sneak peeks, and you can definitely check me out on there because I announce some things sometimes there before they get announced on YouTube. So definitely check me out on there. I'd like to thank Abstract Effects for allowing me to have this product so I can do this review for you beautiful people out there. And without further ado, I'm about to go ahead and sign off. But remember, if you want to check out TarLensor.com, you absolutely can. Buy some merch if you'd like to help support the channel. Helps me keep the lights on and really does help keep me going. If you can't do that, I totally get it. I understand. I really do. And if you want to check out my Patreon, some cool benefits there as well. Remember to follow Abstract Effects on Instagram at abstract_effects and me on Instagram. And hopefully I'll see another video that I post sometime soon. See ya.